What's happening, fellas? Steeler here, back again, talking about some pretty interesting things today, including an analyst saying you'll not see Xbox Scorpio's true power until 2018 or 2019. We've also got information on a brand new Xbox Scorpio and Xbox One IP. And really, before I get into that, forgive me for digressing, but yesterday's video deserves a bit of addressing. Now, I really want to give a big shout out to all the new people to the channel. The channel is constantly growing. I want to give a bigger shout out to the guys that constantly support me and they bother to give a fuck every single time I upload. And really, the biggest shout out to the tampon using fuck faces from yesterday's comment section. Okay, this is the guys that forgot to turn their TV on when they were watching my video, the guys that didn't finish the video trying to tell me shit that I said in my own fucking video, the guys that think Yakuza 0 is a AAA fucking game. What was essentially a PS2 game ported to PS3, ported to PS4, with the budget of a gas station. Alright? No. There's a reason there are 3 A's in AAA game. Do your research. Budget is a huge factor. That is also a reason that Nioh is not a AAA title. Very low production budget and almost no marketing budget. Alright? So that's what I'm saying. You guys get your information correct, because AAA game, there's a reason. I'm not saying AA games and single A games suck. I loved Inside, right? Ori and the Blind Forest, for instance. Those games don't suck. I'm not saying that AA games suck. Nioh's a great game, I'm sure. But in my video, I was talking about AAA blockbusters, and I did cover almost all of them. I might have missed maybe 1 or 2 on each side, right? And hey, I'm not perfect. I mentioned that in the video if you fucking watch the whole thing. But anyways, I've kind of dedicated enough time to some of these fucking idiots. On to today's subject. The analyst saying you will not see Xbox Scorpio's true potential until 2018, 2019 with 3rd and 4th year titles. Hey, this guy clearly isn't a tech guy based off of a statement I'm going to mention here in a minute. But who knows, right? It is true that game developers do get more out of the consoles over time through experience and understanding of how it works. But really, considering Scorpio has been confirmed to be using PC ports through Universal Windows Platform, if you're happy with 6 teraflops of power on the PC, if you're impressed by that today, then you're going to like what you see on Scorpio. They're not held back, because you're not seeing Xbox One versions of games on the Scorpio. You're seeing PC versions. That's been confirmed. Alright, so if you're a console dude, and you're strictly a console dude, these are going to be the best looking games you've ever seen in your life. And with Scorpio's RAM up to 12 gigabytes, you're going to see 4K textures in games for the first time ever on AAA titles. Right, and that's all been confirmed by Ralph Fulton at Playground Games, for instance. Alright, so, the analyst also goes on to say this is Microsoft's first time having the most powerful console, and that's not true. The OG Xbox was much more powerful, substantially more powerful than the PlayStation 2. It even had different lighting and physics engines in their versions of Splinter Cell, for instance, on the OG Xbox. It is what it is. So, really, let's get into this new IP. Ruffian Studios has accidentally kind of leaked this through a LinkedIn profile, and I will actually link these sources down in the description, as I do every single video. And if you don't know who these guys are, they've been kind of passed around a little bit. They worked on Connect Star Wars, for instance. Not necessarily the greatest shit under the sun, I think we can all agree. But it is very interesting. Any new IP for Xbox is great. This may be a potential studio working on Xbox products, and that's one thing that we need more of. I agree, we need more different types of games, more variety of the Western style, in my opinion. Me personally, I want an action-adventure third-person game, right? That's just my opinion. But really, these guys, hopefully, they're doing some good shit. And it could be a whole new, studio manager, a studio head, a whole new studio, just maintaining the same Ruffian moniker. Who knows, right? But anyways, let me know what kind of games you want them to make, what kind of games you think they're making, and, of course, what you think of yesterday's video, as well as what this analyst was saying. I'll link my Twitter, my Xbox Live, yesterday's video, and all the sources down below. I'm Dealer. Like, comment, subscribe if you're into this kind of shit. I'm out, fellas.